Hi, everyone, and welcome to Fox9 Sports Now. Some wild card games this weekend. Plenty of questions about where the Vikings are headed this offseason and Gopher football as well. So there was no better guest we could book tonight than yourself, because you're a former Gopher. You know what it takes to win at that level. Two-time Super Bowl champ. Tyrone Carter, you have all the answers.
Oh, man.
You
Just
do.
a little knowledge, man. I just been blessed, man. Being around some great teams, great coaches, man. I just, it's been a great thing for me.
All right, we're going to throw something right at you right out of the gate. Is this a year that yet another wild card team wins the Super Bowl?
Well, I don't take nothing for granted. As long as these young men go out there and play their A game each and every day, they got 3 games left. 4 games to win the Super Bowl. They got 3 games. So we wanted that. We were 6th seed too in my first year in 2005. So, I don't take none away from those guys. As long as they go out there and play their A game each and every day, make their best each game, I think they have a chance to win.
All right, let's take a look at what happened today to the Detroit Lions. This has everybody going crazy. Started out well for the Lions. Matthew Stafford hits Golden Tate in stride. The speedy wideout has been sensational for the Lions this year. Takes it 51 yards to the end zone for the touchdown. Pretty nice play here.
Hey, man, Golden Tate is a baller, man. He's a baller. He's a baller, man. And did you see him before that play there? He got drilled on the punt return.
Yeah, when he goes back to return.
It came right back and said, you got me on this one. I'm going to show you now. That just showed true competitiveness in that guy right there, man.
Detroit had 14-0 lead, but the Cowboys start to come back in the second quarter. Tony Romo connects with Terrence Williams. What speed this guy has. 76 yards for the touchdown. It was a 7-point game. The route here is pretty
He
good.
did a great route, man. Same thing. He got a pass. I think he got a penalty play before that.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing. So this guy's just trying to help their team win. So that young guy did a great job as, getting the route. Great route. The ball was there for Tony Romo. He scored a touchdown.
All right, then the game changed on this play. Brandon Pettigrew trying to get the ball, but he's interfered with by Anthony Hitchens. Flag is thrown and then picked up.
Oh, man. 2 things, man. This is ridiculous. This automatic pass interference. If we won't get a pass interference call on this one, why you don't throw the flag on Dez Bryant coming on the field with his helmet off?
Exactly. So that allows the Cowboys to complete the comeback. Romo with the bullet to Williams in the back of the end zone. Dallas has the lead for good. They win this one 24-21.
These are hard wins to come by. I think it's hard to get in the playoffs. I think you have to have, just to give yourself a chance to win the division's hard. And, we haven't had very good football teams and we still had chances. Then when we get a decent team, it's still hard, like you saw today, to advance. And, that's a good football team. We're a good football team. It comes down to a few plays here and there.
All right, so we're going to go back to that pass interference call. First it was called, then they pick up the flag. Brandon Pettigrew interfered with by Anthony Hitchens. What's going on here?
Oh, man.
This is crazy.
That's unreal. But I'll tell you one thing. See, this a receiver. So it's a line judge over here. He's looking at the number 1 guy.
Okay, so this guy.
This guy right here, who is Megatron. Well, Megatron crossed the formation, and now the tight end comes this way, which is the linebacker that picks him up, which this guy is number 1 now. The line judge is going to be over here. So as this guy coming up this field right here, and this linebacker trailing him, and the ball is in the air, you clearly see the guy trying to come back to the ball. The linebacker grab him, and he's face guarding. That's automatic pass interference.
All right, we'll roll this here. You can watch this for yourself how it develops. Comes out, and you can see already he's got the step on him.
He got to step on him.
And then right here, you got the situation. Here's the official you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
the
guy right there. What he's watching. That's clearly this guy's not looking back for the ball.
No,
the receiver is trying to come back for the ball. He's still there. It's pass interference. I don't know where you're going to get that from, man. I don't know where you're going to get. All I know is Detroit going to get a letter saying they're sorry for missing this call, but it's going to be too late. It cost them the game.
Yeah, it's remarkable here. It hits him in the back. I mean, if that's always the dead giveaway, when you're watching at home, you get drilled in the back, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We'll give you one more look. Here's the isolation of the route.
Look at that,
And here's
man.
the favorite right here. What's going on right here?
How is that not pass interference and that line judge watching all that?
Right,
he's the only guy on the field.
And even if he can't see the ball or see this hold, he still sees which way the defender is looking.
Exactly.
Right? Isn't that something that they always look at? Is if at least if you turn your head back to look for the ball,
They won't usually throw it.
They'll give you the benefit of the doubt?
Exactly. They usually give you benefit of the doubt if you look back for the ball once he's turned his face. But as you trailing right now, he's good. But right now, when he's turned around and you still face guard him right there, that's a pass interference all day.
It's unbelievable, huh?
Yeah, it is unbelievable. It's NFL, but one thing about it, they play the Cowboys. There's America's team. So home field advantage, you're going to get some of those calls like that.
All right, now to the AFC wildcard game. Andrew Luck and the Colts taking on Andy Dalton. And the Bengals, this was really no contest because look at this throw by Luck to Dante Moncrief for a 36-yard touchdown. Puts this one out of reach. This kid's really on a roll right now.
Man, that kid is a real deal, man. As you can see, as he felt the pressure, he stepped in the pocket, and he kept his eyes down the field looking at his receiver and let it go. You teach that as a quarterback to want to keep his eyes down the field, not trying to take that run, but he always looking chances to try to make his team win. And, man, that guy is going to be an unbelievable true.
Right. How good is he now? Is he ready to knock off Peyton Manning next Sunday?
I'm quite sure he's ready for that. He grown today. He's been grown since he's been there. This is his second year. Yep. Third year, I think.
More than that. I think he's at least that.
Yeah, he's been doing this thing, man. And he's ready to beat the big Manning.
All right. But after the game, Tyrone, he said this game isn't anything to do with him versus Peyton.
Exactly.
We faced the Broncos in a sense. I've never been into the quarterback versus quarterback thing. We're not on the field at the same time. But that being said, a lot of respect for him. Obviously, what he still does is amazing. He's a stud. But I'll worry about the Denver defense. That's what I got to worry about.
All right, so come back to the chairs. We're moving you all over because this show's got to move tonight.
Hey, you got to be moving what you see and all this going on, man. It's exciting. Let's ride.
Let's turn it back to the Vikings and their hopes to be a playoff team next year. They need help at wide receiver. There may be a very talented guy out there, Larry Fitzgerald Jr., scheduled to make over $23 million next year. So the Cardinals may have to cut him, may try to trade him. Is this something that the Vikings should stick their nose in?
I think they should. He's from Minnesota. It's good to finish his year back here at his home state, and the veteran leadership that he has for the wide receivers in this group, I think it'd be great, beneficial for the Vikings. So I'm looking forward to seeing that happen if the
he's got enough left in the tank?
Oh, man, without a doubt, man. That's one hard-working guy, man. You can't take that away from Larry. I'll tell you that much. He worked his butt off.
All right, one quick one before we go to break, then we're talking Gophers next. You look at one thing with Adrian. Do the Vikings pay him the money and bring him back, or does the deal have to be renegotiated?
Well, I think they still pay him to keep him here, whatever they need to do. Maybe he understands his mistakes, and he probably take a pay cut as well, but make it worth his while. They need a running back. They need a running game as they can see. Without that running game, they got a great quarterback, great young quarterback that's going to do some great things here for Minnesota Vikings, but they're going to need some running game, and AP gives them that option.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, how big a step did the Gophers make with that Citrus Bowl appearance? Tyrone has some interesting things to say about that. Plus, Max Williams, he's going to the next level. Is he really ready, or is this too early for him to turn pro? And David Cobb, his eligibility is up. He's ready for the NFL, but is the NFL ready for him? We'll find out what Tyrone thinks as we take a break here on Fox 9 Sports Now. Welcome back. Tyrone Carter, kind enough to stay with us. Now, the Gophers, as you are a proud alum, made it to a New Year's Day bowl game. And Citrus Bowl, ABC, national television for the program. How big a step was this?
Oh, that was an awesome step, man. I'll tell you one thing. Hats off to all the Gopher fans, man, who showed out down there. It was a lot of Gopher fans down there that came out to support those Gophers. It just showed the year that they had and the progress that we moving in the right direction in the program. So I was proud of that, man. Playing on New Year's Day, that's the ultimate. It hadn't been done since 1962. So that's awesome, man, for what Coach Keel and those young guys have done.
What's the biggest benefit? Will it be recruiting, attendance, visibility for the program?
Well, recruiting got to be. It's national. Every guy get to see it. Like, we played on January 1st Bowl. They want to be a part of that. So it's a lot of things that goes in that aspect of helping this program get to where we needed to get to.
All right, now the game didn't turn out the way a lot of people wanted. Instead, against Missouri, A lot of people were actually questioning Coach Keel's decision to run out the clock at the end of the half. He basically had a minute or so left, all 3 timeouts, yet they didn't want to do anything with the ball. Was that the right decision?
Well, you got to look at the game plan. For me, I don't think it was the right decision because this the bowl game. This the last game for you. And
Right.
You want to go out with a win, so you want to do everything you can to try to win this game, just like Missouri did. They give a fake punt, onside kick. They're trying everything to get some points. We should have did some same things. We had a minute and 4 seconds left. We should have tried to take some shots down there. What worst case can happen, we don't. The defense get back on the football field, and guess what? We get the ball back the second half. So that you got to look at the game plan, what they had, and when you playing big games, you can't play games to make mistakes. You play games that we're gonna capitalize and put points on the board. So that's the only thing I could take away from that game. I think we should have went at them.
All right. Now, the day after the bowl game, All-American tight end Max Williams declared for the NFL draft. Is this the right decision for this dynamic playmaker?
Well, tomorrow ain't promised to neither one of us, man. And, the guy's a great tight end, and that's what he played the game for. He lived for that. I want him to get his education, come back and get his degree. But at the end of the day, he loved and passionate about football. And he has the tools to do it, as you can see. Mm-hmm. He's unbelievable. He's one of those tight ends that, he's got a big body as a tight end, but he's got a receiver frame for us. Catching the ball, running routes and stuff like that. He's a hard worker. As you can see, when he got the balls in his hands after it, he does some dangerous things with it. So I know a lot of offensive guys, offensive coordinators going to love to have a guy like Mac.
All right. Now also going into the draft, go for record-breaking running back David Cobb, your friend, guy you've helped a lot. Is his running style suited for the NFL, or will he have to change some things?
No, man. NFL is downhill. As you can see, as every time he ran the ball in each game, the more touches he had, the better he got. And he's a downhill runner. He's not the one that give you all the shakes, waist and going east and west. He want to get north and south. So he got a great style for the NFL.
All right. And speaking of training, you work a lot with athletes in the area, helping them get ready for the next level with your elite training schools. You came from there tonight to make this appearance. Just why get involved with these kids, and what happens to them when they come out?
Well, I'm from the South. We play football year round, and what I try to do here, since this is my home, I always say bring the South to the North. Well, I want to educate these kids and let them know about, if you want to be elite or you want to get to college level or play elite level, you got to do it year round. Not only that, you got to maximize your true potentials on and off the field. When you get ready to go to college, you become a student athlete.
Right.
You got to get that classroom work to be the student in order you to be the athlete. So being in the TC Elite, I just try to teach these kids the skill set that they need to play their position. It's a different training mechanism, but what people might say in speed and all that. I don't get caught up in that, because if you look at me, I wasn't the biggest, I wasn't the fastest, but I work hard. And that's what TC Elite is all about, hard-working kids that want to put their best each and every play, each and every down, and maximize their true potentials in anything they do. Make their name mean something.
All right, we just showed you the website, where to go. You can check it out. Tyrone Carter, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on a great season. Gophers were great.
Hey, it's great.
Vikings are coming.
I'm looking forward to
We'll
next year for my Gophers. And, the Vikings, they in the right direction, I tell you. They did a great thing by getting a great coach. Coach Zimmer is a great coach. The players going to blend in with him, get into the system, another year under their belt. I look for some good things. A great first year, they're going in with no expectation by the quarterback. They got that settled.
Exactly.
Bridgewater is the quarterback, so it's going to be a great
Happy New
thing.
Year, sir.
Happy New Year's to you, too, and to everyone out there, too, as well.
All right, Gopher women going for the sweep. Got the first part done. We'll show you how they did that next.